So, the Democrats failed to call witnesses during the trial. They won a vote to call witnesses such as possibly Senator Tuberville, who apparently Trump called during the Capitol riots and was like, "Hey, can you still like object to states? That'd be fun." And apparently he also called House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy and was and Kevin McCarthy was like, "Yo, your supporters are breaking into the Capitol. Why aren't you calling them off?" And he was like, "They care more about the election than you do." So their call was like, "Hey, how about we call these witnesses?" And Democrats were like, "How about we don't?" Which, believe it or not, I actually kind of agree with them on this because the impeachment trial was already said and done. It doesn't really help. Like, he's not going to get voted guilty. Like, this is the number as good as you're going to get, 57. Okay? So, why waste people's time for this basically a virtue signaling? Now, people are upset about this, and that's understandable. I get that you would want to put in some witnesses to make the case more potent and more likely to get a conviction, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Okay, you're not going to get the 17 Republicans you need. Now, after this, the Senate went to a recess. Okay? We haven't even had a vote on the COVID relief bill, the $2,000 checks they promised us out the door immediately that were reduced to $1,000 for 400 checks. And then were said that they were only going to go to people who were earning 50,000 based on their 2019 income taxes. That was since changed, but the fact that it was even discussed is disgusting. And they're on recess right now. We don't have time for fucking recess. People are dying. Give us our fucking money you promised in Georgia. Where is it? Seriously. You said out the door immediately, Biden. Immediately. I don't know what you think immediately means, but let me check. You got in an office around. Oh, you can't see my calendar. That would have been cool. Uh, Like, you got into office January 20th. What day is it today? Oh, it's February 17th. That's almost a whole month since. Okay, now I feel like immediately is within a month. But no, your Senate is going on fucking recess. Recess. And they're still tweeting shit. Like Amy Klobuchar tweeted a couple of days ago, like, COVID relief now. And then they went on recess. You're on recess. You can't give COVID now? You're on recess. Get back in the Senate. Vote on the $2,000 checks you promised that you said would go out immediately. This ain't immediately. It's fucking February 17th. You got in on January 20th. It's been almost a month. Like, you went on recess after you failed to call recess. Like, I'm guaranteeing you, 2022, both houses are going to go back to the Republicans because of this one issue that they failed to give us $2,000 checks and they didn't call witnesses. Those are the two things that are going to get us Republicans in both the House and the Senate. Now, you might think, well, why would they vote for Republicans? It's not that they're going to vote for Republicans. It's that they're not going to vote for Democrats who didn't give us $2,000 checks that they promised immediately. They're going to give it to us eventually, hopefully. I hope. But they said immediately. They also said 2,000. It's now 1,400. And I know it's like the total of 2,000. That argument worked before they were talking about limiting the amount so less people would get the checks, meaning everyone who got the 600 would not also get the 1,400 to make it a total of 2,000, because that's how math works. So I would believe the argument of the 1,400 is an addition to make a total of 2,000 if everyone who got the 600 was also getting the 1400, and also the 1400 was already in our pockets right now because they said immediately, and it's been a full month and they're now on recess. That is disgusting. All right, that's it. I forgot to include that one story earlier. My bad.